What's up, everybody? Billtendo here, and I'm just going to do a little short video on the Embernic. It is a RG35XX-H. Now, I'm going to zoom in on the screen here. I'm going to show you a little bit of gameplay footage and a little bit of what's on here. Just understand that because I'm not holding it in my hands, I won't be able to play the games properly. But I just wanted you to be able to see what's actually on here and how it plays. So, we'll rotate all the way through. PSP, PlayStation, Neo Geo Pocket, Neo Geo, Dreamcast, Game Gear, Mega Drive, which is the Sega Genesis in the United States. 1,100 games on that one. Sega Master System. The Poke Mini, which is an interesting little device. Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Nintendo 64, Virtual Boy, Super Nintendo, Game Boy, NES, LCD games, PC Engine, Amiga, Commodore, Wonder Swan, which is a personal favorite of mine. It's a Japan exclusive console that had several hundred games. It's great. The Atari Lynx, Atari. And we're back to PSP. Now again, I'm going to load into PSP, and it's going to take a moment to load, and I won't be able to play the game properly, but you'll get exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you can see my phone reflection in the screen. Public service announcements aside, start button, boom. We're going to go down to done because I'm not going to customize anything. You're just picking the first option here for everything. Oh, it's loading. Again, I'm not going to be able to do very well because I can't hold this properly. It's very hard to actually run a game using just your fingertips while a handheld console is flat. You're so used to holding it, it's against your muscle memory. I should probably be shifting them some way. But, again, I just wanted you to see how it plays. Let's skip back out. We'll hit this F button here on the top. We'll go down to exit to menu. Now, this is running on a Batacera build. And there we go. We're right back out to PSP. Let's take it back one more. Nintendo 64 is one of the harder consoles to emulate. So we're going to run a Nintendo 64 game for just a minute so that we can see how that goes. And we need something that's a quick starter. So let's say 1080. 1080 is a quick starting game. In other words, we don't have to go through a story and prologue and all of that. It's one of those games you could just click a couple buttons and start playing. And yes, it looks a little dusty on the screen. Mostly air bubbles under the screen protector that's on there. You can play it in English. We will just do training. Pick the first guy we see. First board we see. Very hard to control like this. That was me flipping the camera around, just pushing buttons. Whoop. Well. Oh, I shouldn't push forward. Wow. While I'm doing my moves. Oh, I hit the wrong button. But we get it. It plays just fine. It plays great, as a matter of fact. It's nice and smooth. You didn't notice any choppiness other than me hitting the wrong buttons, because this button configuration obviously doesn't fully conform to Nintendo 64. What we usually do is, because Nintendo 64 only had one thumbstick, we'll take the B and A button, and those will be your normal B and A buttons. But instead of the your 4 yellow C buttons, which are up, left, right, down, we'll use this thumbstick here. And that will be like yellow A, yellow down. You know, it just makes things a whole lot simpler. It's a pretty cool little device. This is your HDMI mini output right here. You can charge headphones. This F button has a couple functions. Select start. Power and F button there. Volume and brightness. And down here, there's actually 2 card slots. One is where I put my programmed card. And the second one is where you can add game ROMs yourself. If there's something on there that I didn't put on there, say there's some PlayStation 1 games you would like to see that's not on here, you can add that to a second card, and all you want to put on your second card are game ROMs only, because you don't want to put any system files or anything like that. And so you'll be able to jump right in if you just put game ROM only on the second card. And that's about it. This is a pretty cool little system. It's got about 8,000 games. I sell it complete as is. So go over to Billtendo.com and check it out.